Hello and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel. And let's start. They don't want to speak, do they? Oh, okay. There you go. Okay. Let's see what we have here. 7 of flames. 9 of coins. 8 of coins. 8 of cups. Oh, okay. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah. I'm clearly getting something. But let's clarify with some more cards, right? Ooh, but like, you know, it's just a bunch of them coming out. Okay. The moon, divine timing, mouth, and the manipulation card was in your reverse, just saying. And layers and pen and love. Oh yeah, love energy. I think that's your energy, right? Yeah. So I really got this image of you going through a grocery store. Cannot pronounce it correctly. You know, rushing through, almost like as if you are on the way somewhere, right? And then you notice someone who seems to be sad or just sad, right? And you go there and you're like, hey, are you okay? And you just give them a hug, right? And it's a simple act of kindness that brings this person, I think that's this person, right? Who's just sitting in the fire, right? Burning. Well, nothing to laugh about, but maybe for you it's because you're just, you know, walking by, and maybe you walk by them and then you turn around and then you look at them and you're like, are you okay? And this has got a big effect on this person. It's you know, with those energy swirls almost around the stone. Oh, this reminds me of a crystal I have. The crystal, the main effect of this crystal is healing the healer. I think. I don't know. I forgot the name. Maybe at some point I will show you my crystal collection. It's a collection by now. I've got issues. Yeah, anyway. So, yeah, so this your simple act of kindness transforms the situation tremendously. From this, you know, to this. It's a very yeah, you just destroy the fire, right? By being nice. And nothing you'd really think about too much, right? You just go further along the way, right? And you know, end your shopping or whatnot, and go where you needed to go, right? But still, this has got some effects, because you know, if you look at this energy, it's just beautiful, right? It's a golden energy. It's a healing mist, right? It's a healing mist, and then you go there and you like, something grows from this. Something grows from this. It's just, I'm wondering. So, you know, okay, look, this is the situation that I was describing. It says, yeah, you were about to go somewhere else. You didn't really plan to turn around and spread some love, right? You didn't really plan to do that, but you just did it. And well, you didn't really think about anything too much, right? It's this yeah, with the moon, right? the moon is a symbol of uncertainty. So yeah, you just did that, right? Yeah, that's what you did. And this is causing some, yeah, this transforms the situation for this person, right? Even though you're strangers. It's so interesting. Because if you think about energy, how energy works, right? It's just your presence. You are, in this case, this stone, right? And you're having this effect. You know, when you throw a stone into the water and all the waves come out of this, right? And that's this image. And it's this also with the layering. Something that you might not have had in mind so far, right? It's just you seem to have some sort of healing abilities that you didn't know. It's almost like I'm getting that you're running around with pepper spray, except that it's not pepper spray but healing spray, and you're running around and people start crying. But not because of the pepper spray. It's more healing spray. Okay, this is a statement I got almost. It's this. It's an interesting statement, but I think it has some value to it. If you are someone, or if you know someone who doesn't cry every week, I think that there's something wrong with them. Not in a bad way. It's like they are constipated. You know, if you don't go to the bathroom and lay down how should I call it? A chocolate bar. Right? If you don't do that on a regular basis, then clearly you're constipated, right? That's what you are, right? And you feel it physically if you are constipated. But it's my statement that if you are not crying on a regular basis, that you're emotionally constipated. And it could be that, this simple act of kindness or this healing ability of yours with your pepper spray. Yeah, it's not pepper spray. What is it? Healing spray? Healing mist. Yeah, with your healing mist that you're spitting at people with the mouth, you know. Yeah, that it has some effects, you know, and this is a golden leaf, right? It's a healing leaf, isn't it? It's a beautiful healing in form of, you know, growth. You know, with the leaves, you know, it's this, you know, with the stone also, it's the interconnectedness between you all, you know, between everything, you know. This also reminds me of nature a lot, because this looks like, you know, when you cut a tree, those H lines there, right? And it's just, it could be that, you know, it's this, there's something going on. And it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful transformation that you cause. Just between one, you know, you were not planning to do this. It just happened. And yeah, it's leaving an imprint that is so welcomed, I guess, that you don't even notice, because you just go further along the way, you know, whatever you wanted to do that day, right? But if you go to a stranger and a stranger is surprised that you even notice, right? Well, that's a beautiful discovery. And what's that though? Is this the box that the stranger was in before you saw them? It's a very bluish box, right? Blue, you know what blue means, being blue. So yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely. Love that. And you know, if you look closer at this card, there's a figure here. Looks like a Buddha almost. It's this hidden figure. It's a, you know, you don't go through life literally with this. You know, you don't have a spray bottle that you use and go to people and you spray it directly into their face. I mean, I've got one. Yeah. Yeah, I can spray with some catnip. Always there, even though I'm currently out of cat. But yeah, nonetheless, right? You never know. So, yeah, it's beautiful what you can do. And now you're wondering, can you do that to other people as well? Can you do that? Can you further this ability? Can you just so when you are when you are a light being, right? And light beings like us, we have been positioned in strategically by spirit, right? So if you are, for example, if you are living in a big city and you are just existing in a big city and you're wondering because actually you would like to live in a hole in the ground, you would prefer that, that's because you are transmitting energy for other people. That's what I'm getting with this box. Because in a city, you know, you're in a box and you're just sitting there and you don't really want to sit in a box. You just want to, hide almost sometimes if you can resonate with this. Because it's this, you have an antenna on your head, no, everywhere. Yeah, like you are emitting energy that you cannot see. So even if you go and don't physically hug someone in a grocery store, right? Even if you are just present, you are still transmitting the energy, and you can feel it also if you are having some ringing in your ears. That's an ascension symptom, but it is also for you somewhat one sign. It doesn't have to be, but it can be one sign that you can sense the energies. And if you are, for example, you know, that's what I was getting with tears also, you know, and this transmitting of tears. It's this you know, with this, that's your energy almost, right? It's like that's how it is, and it's spreading outwards. So if you are, for example, at some point just feeling sad and you don't know why, you didn't do anything, you didn't cut your finger, and there's no need to cry, right? Maybe you just wake up. It might not be your energy, and it can be a bit weird to find out about this, right? And therefore it's, you know, as a healer, I'm not sure why I'm now drawn to talk about being a healer, but that's something I'm just getting. It's this, if you're not used to this and if you cannot explain this, this is the explanation for this. Maybe this helps you out. So you are emitting energy, and it's like it's like you are an antenna, and you have been strategically placed somewhere to emit energy from a lot of sources. And if you are, especially if you have been located in a big city, that's a big sign for you that you are an antenna. And it's not, you might think, yeah, it was my personal choice to move here, but it wasn't really. This is the creation that you cannot really control, right? The uncertainty and divine, divine timing. It's this spirit has located you there, right? And that's what I was trying to talk to you about this, because it's, I think it might be helpful to know this, so you know that when you're a healer, you are just putting out the energy wherever you go. You can just imagine this, around you, and it's not just in a small radius. It's huge. I would say I would almost assume that that the waves are so big until there's someone else around, maybe in the same city or same area, maybe, wherever someone else is that is like you. So the whole, it's like a, like a mobile phone network, except that it's energy and it's about light workers and healers. So, cannot see it, but you can certainly feel it in your own being, and it can also lead you to, this attracts people. So if you are someone and you go down a street and there are homeless people, or just people in need, right? And whenever you go somewhere, maybe you go down a crowded street and you are wondering, why are those people always talking to me, right? That's because you are this person. I know it myself. It's so weird, I get it myself. Just recently I was walking down a road, and this person came to me and he touched my hand, and he was asking me for money, and I felt so uncomfortable because he interrupted my personal space. I could clearly see that this person was in need, and I felt so bad of rejecting this person because, I'm not wealthy, I cannot just give out money to people. And also I felt so uncomfortable by being touched by a stranger. But this is, people look, this, what he really needed, afterwards I felt so bad, I felt so bad about not giving him anything. I could have probably given him at least £1 or something, right? But in this moment, I was just so in shock. I was like, no, right? But I thought, you know what? He already got what he needed, and that was the touch. The touch was significant because that's a whole other energy exchange if you touch someone, right? So, and then I felt less bad about it anymore, because I thought, well, he got what he really needed, even though he might not be able to tell, but I'm sure that it helped somehow. So it's just something that wanted to be talked about in this reading. It's this, maybe you are a healer and you don't know it, or you are not aware of it to the extent of it. Maybe it could be, because sometimes we just don't know, and especially if you are very moody at times, those are indications that you might not be nuts, but in fact you are you are a healer, right? And a healer that who doesn't know about the energy beneath it, and also the antenna with the layers and everything. You cannot see it, of course, right? It's not like direct communication that would make things much easier, and maybe, direct communication, it's easy if you don't read between the lines, right? Direct communication is it's easy, but if you're having those, if you would literally see the energy that you transfer, well, I don't know. I think it might be also not very good for you in a way, because attracting this might attract more, right? And it's just that you are attracting people who are sensitive to it, and you are also sensitive yourself. So maybe you are going somewhere where you are where you can lend some help naturally, just like those small kind moments, right? And it might not be too much of a big deal for you, but for the energies, it's big. It's the reason why you are here. It could be that you're also wondering what you are supposed to do, but honestly, from a higher perspective, you are just supposed to be there. And especially this living somewhere in an area where you think maybe you want to leave, you want to live somewhere very far away, but the importance of you being somewhere where there is maybe some trouble around, right? Especially in big cities, big cities have a big underground, right? And that's just Spirit's way of positioning you strategically, so you can transfer the energy. And even if you are just sitting at home in your house, you are still everybody who walks by your place still gets the energy. And it might be that you also are feeling this more because we are ascending, and it could be that maybe you have more hair loss or something like that. It could be, there are so many symptoms that you can get when you are energetically sensitive, right? And it's just something to have in mind, and also also to be cautious of, because people like this who are just in a struggle, right? They just they come to you, and it's good that they do come to you, but it's also for you to be cautious of who you are surrounding yourself with, just because you need to protect your own energy as well, right? You don't want to be in flames with people who are in flame, right? You just want to put out the flames and then go back to your business, right? Or your existence. So have that in mind, but be assured that the healing that you are providing is profound, even if you cannot tell it yourself, right? So just have that in mind. It's like this leaf. It's this it's a growing thing, and it's always there. It's nothing you can really escape from. Sadly, almost, right? But because we sometimes need a break from this, also, right? That's why I'm saying healing the healer, because there are some certain encounters that we could have that are really getting us through some situations, right? So just have that in mind, and maybe the box is also a bit of just imagine a protection box around you, or just a protection layer around you, right? And also try to send some people energy who you think are in need of this, and you will see that it helps them, even though you don't say anything. It's a very energetic thing that you cannot see. It's just love energy, right? Yeah. And yeah, you are doing this, and that's wonderful. And just you can be proud of that. And I mean, it's also a bit of a relief to just know that, if you are just an antenna, you can't just be, and you don't need to do anything except for being there, because that's the only reason why, it's like your whole vessel is the antenna. And that's all, because your soul is so huge and so full of depth, and also coming from a different place. You have been sent here to emit the energy and to spread the love energy. And I'm for you especially, I think you're part of the first wave, but I will not go into depth about it too much. It's just just something I'm saying. It's like it's harder for you maybe to feel the emotions a bit. You know what I was saying with this being constipated. It's just a bit harder for you because when you come, your soul comes from a different place, right? So if you are on Earth and you just cannot cope with the violence, right? It still makes you very uncomfortable to feel those things deeply, even though it might be a key for you to try to trigger this. Try to trigger tears in case you are constipated. It just, it's a flow. It's with this, right? By letting it flow through your body on a regular basis, and just try to really force it. I don't know, watch movies or something like that really make you cry, where or just something that you might feel the empathy, and really force it so the energy flows, in case you are constipated. It just helps you to heal, because it's like drinking water and flushing the kidneys. It's just it's just something that helps cleaning you if you are having issues with this. It's just something what I was getting, because this leaf looks a bit dry, right? This might help you out a lot. And just imagine your protection box, and be aware of that. Maybe you notice, maybe you can resonate with this, and maybe it helps you to also see your own value. Maybe because sometimes when we are struggling with happiness and sadness and stuff like that, and we are wondering what the freaking is wrong with us, it's not just our stuff. It can be someone else's stuff. You could be literally wanting to cry someone else's tears, which is, it might sound weird to you, but it's like that. Trust me, it's just based on my personal experience, and also just I feel much better now since I actively seek out to feel those emotions, even though they make me, we have the tendency to numb ourselves from them. But it's just something that I was getting that is very helpful to just get it out there, and also having in mind that it's not just yours. So you're crying, for the misery of the world, and it's your way of transforming the world, because your energy has got an influence that is way, 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 way bigger than you can grasp. Other people, sensitive people who are in need and are energetically sensitive, they seek you out, right? And it's wonderful. And you are also kind of seeking out people where you could lend some help, the only thing is, it's like also, when you are discovering a healer, that's why I was saying healing the healer, if you, that might come to a bit of a weirdness, because in a way, you are always being led to the situations where you get your answers from, the answers that you need, right? So it might make you feel that you are remote controlled a bit, knowing this. But it's a good remote control. And you know that the grand orchestration, the divine orchestration, is much, it's like with the moon and the tides, right? How can a different planet affect the tides on our planet, right? And if you think about this in relation to who you are, right, then you know that you are almost also like a moon. You can really, be assured that this is valid information, and that this is like that, right? And next thing is also, you don't need to say anything, right? With the words, you know, you don't need, the only thing you need to do is to be. That's your creation already. Everything else is on top, right? But it's something that you are naturally drawn to. Maybe you are in a healing business, right? It's just something, you know, by being an example and everything, you are emitting those energies twice as much, right? But nonetheless, still, by just existing, you might notice. I think if this resonates with you, then you know that there's the truth that is there for you. And yeah. I hope it's helpful. I just felt the need to talk about this right now for 30 minutes. Well, okay, that's fine. So let's see who this reading is for. Let's see, who's this reading for? The cards don't want to speak. I want one card to drop. I really want that. I really want to know. Oh, no card. Okay, I will choose one. Okay, Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius. I hope this reading was helpful. Additional info is in the letter box below, and see you next time. Bye bye.